Welcome to today's second game of our Saturday Hoops doubleheader. This one, Averett University will be taking off Randolph College Wildcats in an ODAC showdown here in Danville, Virginia. My name is Thomas Heaney III. Pleased to bring this one to you guys. It's rainy outside, but nice and dry here in the Grand Center as we get set to tip this one off. Averett comes into this one at 8-14, 3-10 in the ODAC, and Randolph comes in at 7-14. 2-11 in the ODAC as we have about 30 seconds left on the clock. Starting lineups and national anthem coming up here for you, but I'll give you a little spoiler on the Averett starting five. It'll be Jamison Graves, Jackson Sellers, Clay Hodges, Bryce Shaw, and Jackson Sellers the second. All lined for Averett. We're also getting ready to celebrate our seniors on senior day here, so that'll be a pleasure as well. See Drew Wilson down there with the camera getting ready to take pictures. We'll send it down here to him. And a really special moment down here on the court.
Fans, please turn your attention to the court as we honor our 2024-25 Averett men's basketball senior class. These two players have contributed on the court and to the Averett community during their time on campus. Our first senior is number 5, Clay Hodges. Hodges has been with the Cougars for 3 seasons after transferring to Averett. During his time with the Cougars, he's played in 66 career games, including 43 starts, including all 22 games so far this season. Clay has averaged 2.4 points, 1.2 rebounds, and 1.1 assists per game, while totaling 52 career steals. He scored a career-high 13 points against Greensboro earlier this season. Majoring in business marketing with a minor in economics, Clay is joined today by his parents, Grant and Paula Hodges. Let's make some noise for Clay Hodges. And our next senior is number 10, Bryce Shaw. Native of Virginia Beach, Virginia, Bryce is a 4-year member of the program. In 88 career games, 45 starts, he's 6.9 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 1 assist per game, including 10.1 points a game this season. He also has 60 career steals and 94 career assists. Bryce's career highs include 23 points against Washington Elite last season and 11 rebounds at AMU as a sophomore. Majoring in business administration, Bryce is escorted today by Claude Taylor, Mona Brown, and Leah Shaw. Let's give it up for Bryce Shaw. And once again, let's give our men's basketball senior class another round of applause.
So welcome back, everybody, here into the Averett Sports Network as Bryce Shaw and Clay Hodges getting honored today, and a really cool moment for them. Clay Hodges, the senior guard, standing 5'10", 150 pounds, from Hiddenite, North Carolina, and Lake Norman High School. Bryce Shaw, senior guard, 6'3", 162 pounds, from Virginia Beach, Virginia, and Salem High School. So those two will be honored throughout the broadcast here today as we get ready for the starting lineups. Averett taking on Randolph College.
Good afternoon and welcome to Averett University and the Grand Center for today's men's basketball matchup featuring the Wildcats of Randolph College taking on your Cougars of Averett University. Let's meet today's starting lineups first for the visitors from Randolph. A sophomore guard from Yorktown, Virginia, number 0, Amari Mora. A senior guard from Johnson City, Tennessee, number 1, Jordan Phillips McCoy. A sophomore forward from Midway, North Carolina, number 4, Mustafa Dion. A senior guard from Lynchburg, Virginia, number 5, Rayon Graham. And a sophomore forward from Galax, Virginia, number 22, Elijah Cox. Head coach for Randolph in his first season is Evan Keeve. And now, let's meet and greet the starting lineup for your Averett University Cougars. At guard, a sophomore from Danville, Virginia, number 2, Jamison Graves.
20 minutes on the clock here as we get set for this matchup between Averett and the Wildcats of Randolph, as we're getting ready to tip off. Jackson Sellers the second getting hyped down there on this senior day. Sellers, a player to watch, 25.5 minutes per game on 7 points, 6 rebounds. Jackson Sellers the second, the graduate student, but also taking a look at Jamison Graves, averaging 14 points per game this season, a team high. Of course, had that 36-point game against Christopher Newport earlier in the year in their upset win over number 10. Sellers getting ready to jump it up here. Cougars and Wildcats on this Saturday afternoon basketball. And it'll be the senior Clay Hodges starting off with the ball. Averett in white, Randolph in black. Hodges dumps it into Sellers the second. Trying to play a little bit of bully ball here. One-on-one coverage, puts up the soft touch, and he's got the layup. Graham gets it over to the wing here to Phillips McLeod. McLeod from Johnson City, Tennessee. With the ball here. Kicks it to the wing. Shot is up and no good. Ball's loose. Picked up. Long rebound there by Phillips Lloyd. Depot pump fakes. We'll get a whistle. And it'll be a foul called against Averett. So Shaw picks up the foul. And it'll be a baseline inbound here for number 5, Graham, the senior, out of Lynchburg, North Carolina. Or excuse me, Lynchburg, Virginia. Gets it into the corner here. The three-point shot is off the mark and picked up there by Jackson Sellers. Jackson, brother of Jason, gets a screen from his big bro and passes it over to Shaw. Scoring starts with Jamison Graves. He puts up a shot, can't get it to go, and a defensive rebound by the Wildcats. Graham trying to find somebody, finds Cox. Back over to Phillips McLeod. McLeod moves inside, blocked! Woo-hoo! Big time block there from Jackson Sellers. So Averett denies that shot. Just 13 seconds now on the shot clock to work with. Trying to find somebody here. Finds Phillips McLeod. Working against Shaw. Nice stutter step. Puts up the shot. Buckets. Long 2 there for Phillips McLeod. Working against Shaw. Jackson Sellers now with the ball. Gives away to Clay Hodges. Pass inside to Sellers. Sellers hanging, banging. Can't get it to go. Wildcats in transition. Here's Cox. It's over to Graham. Phillips McLeod trying his luck again. Can't get that one to go. And Sellers the rebound. Jamison Graves moves inside. Bumps. Gives it to Sellers. Sellers one-on-one with Cox. Puts up a tough shot. Can't get it to go. Ball's loose. Long rebound Graves. Graves, midi. No good. Ball's still loose and finally picked up there by a Depot. Gorham moves inside and an offensive foul called. Amari Gorham, the sophomore. A little bit too aggressive there, and he picks up the foul. Randolph opening up in a semi-press here. Shaw working against Diop. Hodges over to Sellers and too strong. So a turnover there by Averett. Rayvon Graham working against Hodges. Cox gives way to Diop. Diop working inside. Tough shot blocked. Picked back up by Diop. Working against Shaw. Puts up a layup. No good. Still fighting for it, and Sellers comes down with it and picks up the foul. So Maury Gorham here picks up his second foul in the first 4 minutes. So he'll take a seat. The substitution will come on for him. That'll be number 13, Landon Wagner. So Wagner comes in for Gorham after picking up 2 fouls early in this first half. Graves looking for his first bucket of the game. Sellers, nice behind the back buckets. So Jackson Sellers comes out here, plays a little bit of defense, and then gets the bucket. Moving inside, lay by Graham. So Graham gets the lay, 4-4. Having Graves work off ball here as Jackson Sellers runs the offense. Ten seconds to work with. Jason Sellers the second, passes to Hodges. Gets it over to Graves. Graves now with the ball with 4. With 3. Gets it stripped away. Got to put up a shot. 1 second. Will it count? It will. Can't get the friendly bounce. And Cox gets the rebound. Phillips McLeod. Cox. Oh, wait now. Pump fakes from the logo. McLeod inside. Can't get that one to go. Sellers the rebound. Hodges pushes inside. That layup's going to be blocked by Cox. And substitutions coming on here for the Cougars. So Bracey, Ramazani, and Fitzgerald all come in here for Averett. And Cole Perry, the graduate student, comes in from Salisbury, North Carolina for the Wildcats. So a couple of subs coming on here for both teams. Bracey now with the ball. Bracey to Fitzgerald, back up to the top to Graves. Trying to find Sellers there, but he can't find him. It'll be a turnover. Isaiah Ramazani's a guy that when you look at the stat sheet, I don't think it does him justice to the type of player he is for this team. I think Ramazani's a guy to watch here. If you're just now watching the Cougars, his impact is big time. Long three-point shot there is no good. Perry tries to save it, throws it to Fitzgerald. It's picked off. Here goes Fitzgerald running the break. Layup, can't get it. Offensive rebound, though, by Ramazani, and he throws it away. So good play there by Ramazani to get the miss by Fitzgerald, but throws it away, and another turnover for Averett, and make that 3 turnovers now in the first 6 minutes of the game. Graham working against Bracey. DeMarcus Tucker getting set to check in for Averett, the high-flying forward. Perry, left on an island alone, didn't shoot it. Gets it into Graham. Graham working against Ramazani. Kobe fadeaway, no good. And a rebound by Fitzgerald. Slow start for both teams. 4-4, 14 minutes left in the first half. And Josh Lewis also set to check in for Averett. So Coach Duino in his 11th season, getting some new guys out there. 5 seconds to work with. Graves with an open look. Buckets. Too much space there for Jamison Graves as he's on the board now. Graham. Good shot there. So Graham gets the bucket, answers the Jamison Graves three-point shot from the top of the key. Sellers to Ramazani, to Graves. Graves, good pass there. Bracey, can he finish off the highlight? He can't. And it hits off of the shot clock there, so go back over to Randolph College. Set to have a timeout here. 13:04 left. Slow start, 7-6 Averett. Back in action here, Randolph College with the ball as we enter that timeout break. Cougars up by 1. Graham passes over to Perry. Perry, ooh, that's a dot. Hey now. Can't get it to go. Rebound Fitzgerald. Good box out down there by Terrell. Bracey, the lefty, moves inside. Hey, ooh, layup. Can't get it to go, though. And a defensive rebound by number 13, Wagner. Graham is fouled by Bracey. Substitution coming on here for Randolph. It's going to be number 22, Bryce Watlington, a freshman forward from Newport News, Virginia. Trying to get it in here, and they finally do. Phillips McLeod puts up a high shot, can't get it to go, and a rebound by Ramazani. Ramazani finds a mid-range shot. Got it. Three-point shot here is good. Good shot there from number 13, Landon Wagner, the senior center, 6'8", 230 from Martinsville, Virginia. So a little stretch 5 action there. He gets that one, bottoms down. To Marcus Tucker. Tucker's a guy that when you watch him on the floor, at any moment he can make a highlight happen. This shot goes up, no good. Lewis fights for the rebound. He gets it. He puts up the shot. Can't get it to go, and a defensive rebound there from Furoso. That shot's blocked by Terrell Fitzgerald, moving now in the fast break. Pass over to Lewis. Josh gets it back up. Ramazani slows it down. Ramazani, crossover to Fitzgerald, 15 to work with. Bracey gets a three-point look. High arcing shot is buckets. Bracey there puts it in. And the lead is back to 3. There's Watlington. Back up to the middle here. Wagner. Phillips McLeod loves those middies, and he's got it. Phillips McLeod working the midi game. Looks like DeMar DeRozan out there working that. Averett up by 1. 10.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Sellers and Graves getting set to check in. Terrell Fitzgerald gets that one in. And a nice bucket there by Terrell. pushing it inside now. Back up to the corner. Three-point shot is no good. Long rebound to Phillips McLeod. He's going to hoist a long three. Phillips McLeod. How do you do? Three-point shot there. And it ties the game up 14-14. High ball screen from Tucker. DeMarcus Tucker working inside here. One-on-one working against Watlington. Pass inside to Ramazani. He puts up a shot underneath. Can't get it to go. Phillips McLeod up to the top. Wagner. Corner three-point shot. Got it. Caruso gets that one in, and the lead is now 3 in favor of the Wildcats. Tucker finds Ramazani, 10 to work with. Nice screen there by Tucker. Gets the switch. Ramazani to the corner to Lewis. Lewis working inside, puts up a shot. No good, but he's fouled.
Randolph first, number 33, Ryan Caruso is first. Team's third. That'll send Josh Lewis to the line for the Cougars.
Josh Lewis this season has not attempted a free throw. So this will be his first free throw attempt of the season. And it's good. Holy moly, wow, that's a lot of subs. All right, Shaw comes in. We'll also have Jackson Sellers, Clay Hodges, everybody but Josh Lewis. Jackson Sellers comes in. You know the deal. Josh Lewis, second free throw attempt here is good. So Josh Lewis, a 100% free throw shooter in 2025, as he's 2 for 2 on the day. Cuts the lead now down to 1. Graham and an illegal screen. So Jackson Sellers gets it back into Clay Hodges. Shaw behind the back, trying to work it inside here. Good defense. High rising shot there. Misses. And what's the call going to be? It's going to stay with Randolph. Excuse me, Averett's going to get possession here. So the Cougars now working against a full court press. Getting it over to Hodges. Graves trying to get it over to Sellers. He can't. Keeps it alive. 8 to work with now. Lewis screens Jackson Sellers. 3. Sellers got to put up a shot and misses all of it. And it'll be a shot clock violation. Graham running the point, gives it over to Cole Perry. Now Graham working against Graves to the top. Hey, logo 3. Too short. Picked up by Graham on a long rebound. 2 for $1. Got it. Evan Weehee there gets it in. So Weehee missed the first one from the logo. Gets a rebound from his buddy and says, all right, I'll shoot it again. Largest lead of the day so far for Randolph. It's 4. Perry knocks it out of bounds, working against Hodges. Speaking of Hodges, his career high, 13 points this season against Greensboro. He's averaging 3 points per game this year in 18 minutes of work. The senior getting honored today, of course, along with Bryce Shaw. Here comes Josh Lewis putting up the shot. He's fouled. So Lewis getting some big-time minutes here. He'll be heading to the line to shoot 2 more. He's already 2 for 2 so far this game and this season. So we'll take a quick media timeout here. Cougs down by 4, 6:57 left in the first half.
Nova Health has the heart care you need to stay healthy. As a Duke Health affiliate in heart care, they are backed by the latest Duke guidelines and research, providing our community with enhanced quality health care. Whether it's cardiac screening or emergency heart care at their accredited chest pain center, they provide quality treatment close to home. Sova Health, heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit online at sovahealth.com/heart.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Averett Sports Network. Thomas Heaney III getting ready to watch Josh Lewis head to the line for his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts so far on the day. Lewis hits the first one. Averett just shooting 6 of 20 from the field. Randolph not too much better. Lewis, 4 for 4 from the line. Have a day. Averett just shooting 30%. Randolph shooting 36. But Randolph does have that three-pointer advantage. Graham hits the deck and is fouled by Sellers. And that's a tough foul. I'm not sure if they call the foul when Graham fell or when he was already on the ground. Regardless, still Randolph ball. Averett's 3rd team foul of the first half. Depot moves it inside. Kicks it to the wing. Looking for something here. 10 seconds to work with. Depot going up against Sellers. Depot puts up a contested shot and gets it. Hodges over. Getting it into Jason Sellers the second. That's his game right now. Post move inside. Barbecue chicken. So Sellers is going to make that more times than not. And a 2-point lead here for Randolph. Picked off here. Averett gets it back. Jamison Graves. Getting it over to Hodges. Inside Sellers. Here we go again. Are they going to bring a double team? Sellers moves in. Gets to his spot. Puts that up. Misses. Ball's loose. Picked up by Randolph. In transition they go. Getting it over to the middle here. Shot is up and good. Maurice Davis getting on the board here and leads back to 4. Trying to find someone. Picked off. In they go. Here comes the shot. And a foul called against Lewis. Diop was moving in transition there, trying to get the shot up. Bracey and Fitzgerald getting ready to check back in for Averett. So Diop will head to the line to shoot 2. 5:10 left here in the first half. First free throw is good. Gets the friendly bounce. Second free throw is good, so Diop hits both, extends the lead here to 6. And a whistle. A foul. Fitzgerald's getting set to inbound here. Gets it into Graves. Graves quiet so far, just 3 points on 1 of 3 from the field. Getting the high ball screen from Hodges. Graves moves into the corner. Fitzgerald into Sellers. He's been the focal point here of offense. Puts up a shot and is fouled, but it's clear Averett has a game plan going into this one, and that's feed Jason Sellers II the ball in the post, as they feel like they like that matchup. And Sellers will head to the line for 2. Jason Sellers II, 62% on the year so far, and he gets that one. Sellers an improved free throw shooter this year. Second free throw is good. So Sellers goes 2 for 2 at the line. Leads back down to 4 with 4:48 left in the first half. Graham gets it over to Weehee. Working against Hodges here. Graham, big body, buckets. So Graham using his strength inside, working against Hodges. And Randolph's got their offense cooking right now. They're red hot. Bracey running point here. Graves screened by Sellers. Sellers is open on the roll. Opts to pass it to Fitzgerald. Terrell normally not going to shoot that shot. Here comes a shot from Graves. Good rebound by Sellers. Pushes it inside. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds off of Averett. Wagner with a big-time block there against Sellers. Ramazani getting ready to check back in here, as well as number 25 of Averett. That's Evans. Tylen Evans here, checking in, freshman. So that's the 11th player we've seen for Averett so far in this one, and Coach Duino is running a deep rotation. Good rebound there from Graham. Gets it back over to Phillips McLeod. McLeod passes it to the wing. 3-point shot. Got it. Elijah Cox puts it in. And the largest lead now, it's now 9. Averett needs a bucket badly. Fitzgerald. Back iron too strong, rebounded there by Phillips McLeod. Pushes it up, Perry. Phillips McLeod towing that line, gets it into Perry again. Oh, good pass. Landon Wagner, good ball movement here from Randolph. And it's an 11-point lead with under 3 minutes to go. $15 to work with. A screen from Tylen Evans. Graves to the corner. Ramazani, he needs it. Graham back in transition now. Gets it over to Cox. Cox to the top of the key. No go. Wow, jeez. Big miss there from number 13, Wagner. Graves loses it, but a foul. Wildcats disagree. Graves draws the foul on number 13, Landon Wagner. Second foul for Wagner in the game, and it'll send Graves to the line. Graves, Averett's best free throw shooter on the year, and 84%. And he'll be shooting 1 and 1. Got the first one. And so the 84% free throw shooter bangs both free throws, and that'll send us to a timeout. Averett down by 9 here with 2:14 left to go in the first half. Don't go anywhere. And right back into action we go here. Graham, full court pressed by the Averett defense. Got to get the ball up, and he does. And gets it over to Cox. Cox bangs it in, and now Averett down by 12 with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. And it's been the three-point shooting that's given the Wildcats this lead. It's now their 6th three-pointer here in the first half. Bracey kicks it to the corner. Ramazani switches hands. Hey now! Isaiah Ramazani. Beautiful layup there by Isaiah. 90 seconds to go here. Oh, that's a dot. Oh, what a block there by Fitzgerald. Sends Averett into transition. Bracey with the ball, sends it back over to Ramazani. That's Fitzgerald's second block on the afternoon. It's a high ball screen from Evans. Ramazani working more magic. Layup, hanging. Oh, now Isaiah Ramazani giving a spark to the Averett offense. He's got 4 straight points, 2 tough layups. And a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. Go over some of the stats here with under a minute to go now as Averett trails by 8. Just been a difference of making and missing shots. I mean, it's that simple. Randolph shooting 45% from the field. Averett just 32. Randolph 46% from 3. Averett 22%. Averett's gotten to the line more. 8 for 8 at that, but not resulting in a lead. And obviously, if you guys remember that early season game against Maryville, and Averett almost broke the NCAA record for most consecutive free throws made in a game with 25. So they're 8 for 8 to start this one. It's a big last minute here for Averett, trying to keep it under 10. Phillips McLeod passes it over to Cox. Cox misses that one. Whose ball is it? Averett ball. So Cox, a little bit of a heat check there, as he's got 2 threes already in this one. Averett not looking for the 2 for 1. Fitzgerald, oh my goodness, keeps it. Ramazani trying to work open here, and Bracey finally gets it open. 10 seconds to work with. Bracy moves inside. And tough pass there, goes out of bounds. Shot clock will be turned off here. Randolph can hold for the last. So Landon Wagner comes back into the game. Evan Weehee will inbound. Phillips McLeod takes it. Last possession of the first half here. Randolph up by 8. Looking to go into the break with a 10-point lead. McLeod shaking and baking. Working against Graves. 2 seconds to work with. And a foul called against Graves with .9 left. Had a foul to give, though, so not a bad foul. .9 is enough for a catch and shoot, though, obviously. Weehee will inbound it. Can Randolph get off a shot with .9? Trying to find McLeod. Instead, he'll find a guy wide open on the wing, and he can't get it. Wagner, well-designed play there to no avail. Averett heads into the half down 36-28. And we will take a 15-minute break and join you for the second half of action between Averett and Randolph. And welcome back, everybody, to the Averett Sports Network. Thomasini III as we get set for the second half of action between Randolph and Averett. And the Cougars trail this one 36-28. I'll go over some of the first half stats for you here in just a moment. Leading scorer for Averett in the first half, it was a tie between Ramazani and Jason Sellers the second, both with 6 points. And you look at Bracey with 3 points, Graves with 5 points. And taking a look over at Randolph's side, Jordan Phillips McLeod had a great first half. He had 7 points, 1 of 3 from 3. And then Elijah Cox as well with 6, 2 for 4 from 3. Mustafa Diop with 4 points. Wagner with a plus-minus of 7, leading the way for the Wildcats as well. Averett plus-minus leader was Bryce Shaw with 1. So Averett trails. Averett trails 36-28, but Shaw with a plus-minus of 1 in the first half of action. So Averett coming into this one, like we talked about in the pregame, at 8-14. It's been a up-and-down season. They're losers of their last 4 after their win against EMU at home, and that was a 20-point win. But hot start to start the season. Obviously, they started out 5-0, and of course, 2 top 20 wins, one over Christopher Newport and one over Maryville. But then they went on to lose 9 in a row. Won a back-to-back game against Randolph at Randolph, and then Shenandoah home. So it's been up and down for Averett, but right now here at home on Senior Day, the last home game here of the year, before they travel to Washington and Lee at 7 p.m. on the 19th of February, and then at Guilford. This is it right now for home court, so what better way to cap it off than getting a win? Right now they're in a hole against a team that they beat in early January, 89-82. So fully capable of winning, but you know, I look at that score back in January, and it feels like if Averett is going to win, they're going to have to score more. They're going to have to take more threes and make more threes, because this Randolph team can score 36 points in the first half, 82 points in their game at Randolph early January. But Averett scored almost 90 in that one. They scored 28 in the first half, so let's see if Averett can spark their offense here, as we are all ready to go. We'll start with Randolph with the ball. Look for some high scoring here in the second half as the intensity rises. 20 minutes on the clock. Averett down 36-28. Get it into Graham. Graham with 0 points in that first half, but was involved with a couple of assists. Comes Phillips McLeod back up to Diop. 10 on the clock. And a foul down low against Gorham. Down Graham, trying to find someone, and he finally finds Cox. And Cox turns it over. Nice pick there from Jackson Sellers. Hodge is running the offense now. 15 to work with, over to Graves. He can pull from deep. Instead, he'll opt to run it in here. Floater misses. Offensive rebound, Jason Sellers the second. Hanging and banging down there for an easy 2. So Sellers gets the lid off the basket here to start this second half. Long 3, got it. Phillips McLeod. His second three-pointer of the night, and the lead now back up to 9. Phillips McLeod, confident player and not afraid to shoot. Had 11 shots in that first half, of course, leading the way for Randolph. He's missed a bunch, but of course he's made a bunch as well. Graves gets it over to Sellers. And he is fouled on the shot attempt. So Jackson Sellers will head to the line, a 74% free throw shooter on the year. Jackson, of course, the brother of Jason Sellers II, both from Greensboro, North Carolina, both by way of Page High School. And a announcer's nightmare. Jackson Sellers and Jason Sellers go back and forth. I've gotten better over the year, but it's definitely a little bit of a tongue twister. Jackson misses the second free throw. And rebounded there by Phillips McLeod. McLeod shaking and baking. Ball's loose and out of bounds off of Shaw, so it'll stay here with the Wildcats. Graham set to inbound. Graham bangs down low. Good defense there. Tries to save it, and he can't. Picked up there by Jackson Sellers. Outlet pass to Graves. Graves, spin move, layup, got it. So Graves gets the lay. Kicks it to Cox. Cox contested three. Misses. Sellers, tough rebound. He corrals it. Gets it over to Hodges. Hodges straight up the middle into the corner. Jackson Sellers for three. Can't get it. And a rebound there by Graham. Phillips McLeod, you bet he'll shoot. Misses. And rebound there by Hodges. In transition we go. Here's Graves. Gets a look inside, and he's fouled. So Jamison Graves gets hit on the shot. He'll shoot two. And a timeout on the floor. Averett down by 6, 17-16 left. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Health has the heart care you need to stay healthy. As a Duke Health affiliate in heart care, they are backed by the latest Duke guidelines and research, providing our community with enhanced quality health care. Whether it's cardiac screening or emergency heart care at their accredited chest pain center, they provide quality treatment close to home. Sova Health, heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit online at sovahealth.com/heart.
So Graves heading to the line to shoot two in the 6-point ODAC rivalry game here between Averett and Randolph. Graves with 5 points so far in this one. First free throw is short. Beat Graves, Jackson Sellers, Jason Sellers, Bryce Shaw, Clay Hodges. And starting five to open up after that timeout here with 7:16 to go. And so Graves splits the free throws, 1 for 2, but the lead cut a little bit closer here. Graham to Wagner. Wagner puts it on the floor in 6'8" center. Into the corner here to Cox. Cox is just letting it fly today, man. Misses that one. Back over to Graham. 15 to work with here. Hodges, scrappy defense. Wagner working against Shaw. That's a height mismatch and a whistle. It looks like we're going to get a foul against Averett. So Sellers picks up the foul. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Phillips McLeod working against Graves. Good defense by Graves. Nice pass inside, though, to Perry, and he puts it in. Bracey and Fitzgerald head to the scorer's table to check in. Pass inside to Shaw. Shaw, quiet night so far on senior night, puts up the shot, and it's blocked by Wagner, but it goes out of bounds. Bracey for Shaw. Fitzgerald for Hodges. So Graves will inbound it here, get it over to Sellers. Bracey, burst of speed. Nice pass into Fitzgerald, but too strong. Gets it right back. Fitzgerald puts it up and misses, but it heads to the line for two. So Bracey zipped that one in there. Maybe a little bit too strong for Fitzgerald to handle. I would have loved to see what would have happened if he could have handled it, because, again, Fitzgerald's one of those guys, much like Tucker, that is a high flyer, and you might see him on the Averett Athletics YouTube channel on the weekly top 10 plays at any moment. Shot there is good. Terrell, small sample size, but 70% free throw shooter, 7 of 10 on the line this season. And misses that one off the back iron. Lead cut to 5. Phillips McLeod, Cox. Those two have counted for most of Randolph's shots so far in this one. Cox, will he let it fly again? No. Instead, he'll drive inside and pick up the foul. And Cox heads to the line to shoot 2. Some free throws being shot early in this one. Elijah Cox, again, small sample size, but 8 of 9 from the line so far this year. And he hits both. So Bracey gets it over to Fitzgerald. And yeah, that's going to be a reach and foul on Cole Perry. Bracey gets it into Fitzgerald's working against Perry, who just fouled him. Jackson Sellers, nice crossover, gets inside, open look, got it. I like the way Sellers is moving in this one. Seems very confident and getting to his spot. Getting some shots in. 6-point lead. Here comes Graham looking for his first points of the night. Instead, why not pass it down to Perry? Perry gets the green light there. And for every basket that Averett scores, it just seems like Randolph has an answer. That's a dot. Hey now, inside. Got it. Pull out the goggles on that one. That was perfect vision. And Graves gets it in. Cox lets it fly. No good. And a rebound there from Sellers. Outlet to Bracey, to Graves. Graves, fancy footwork, moves inside. Green light for Graves. And the lead cut to 4. Averett on a run. Tries to find Cox again. He can't. Phillips McLeod. Inside, Cox. Good defense there by Sellers. That's not going. Picked up by Sellers. The momentum swinging to the right side of your TV screen. Moves inside. Got it. Jackson Sellers off of the assist from Jason Sellers. How about a little brotherly love in Danville, Virginia? 2-point lead as Averett on an 8-0 run. Timeout by Randolph. We will step aside here with 14:05 left to go in the second half. Averett's offense has come alive. Some good basketball being played here on this Saturday after Valentine's Day in Virginia and Averett. Down by 2, 45-43. Randolph needs a bucket here to stop this run. Coach Evan Key in his first season here for the Wildcats calling that timeout as that shot is going to go up and down for Phillips McLeod. And a big three-point shot there to answer the bell. This one inbounded to Sellers. So Averett going small ball here. They're running Fitzgerald at the 5. They're going with Bracey, Jackson, Sellers, and that man right there, Jamison Graves. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, picked off there by Fitzgerald and slams it home. So Fitzgerald, headsy play there, gets the interception. Back to 3 now. Cox in the corner, Graham, Phillips McLeod, loves to let it fly. Will he do it again? Instead, he'll opt for the layup and draw the foul. So Phillips McLeod to the line to shoot 2. So 42 attempts from the field for the Wildcats, 21 of those being from either McLeod or Cox. Weehee is into the game now. And the 87% free throw shooter misses the second free throw. So a 4-point game here. Sellers with the ball. Trying to work a floppy there for Graves. Finally gets the ball. Tries to get to his spot. And that's going to be a travel. Yep. Too many steps there for Jamison. And the Wildcats will get the ball back. Phillips McLeod, tough layup. That one no good. Rebounded by Perry. Up to the top. And interesting call here. So they're going to say 11 on the shot clock. Referee says it didn't hit the rim. And we're going to review this one. So we'll head to the monitor. Very close to the difference between 8 seconds. So they'll head to the monitor, take a look at it. And they'll see what you guys just saw a few moments ago, but going to be a close call. If it did hit the rim, obviously it would be fresh 20. If it didn't, it'll be around 11 seconds. So take a look at it real quick. Let's take a look at some of the stats. Averett, 41% from the field. Randolph, 41% from the field. And really, so far, it's just been the three-point shooting the difference. Averett only 2 3-pointers made on 11 attempts, and Randolph getting them up. 21 attempts on 8 makes. So rebounding, 26-25. Free throws are about the same. But really, when you're talking about modern-day basketball in 2025, a lot of the times the difference is not only who makes more threes, but just who shoots more. And right now, it's Randolph. And so they review it, and it looks like it's going to stay at 19 seconds. If everything's correct, it'll be an inbound here. Phillips McLeod working against Lewis. Cox, why not another one? Oh, wait now. Way off. And that's going to be a foul. Is that a transition foul? It's a foul against Bryce Watlington, that's for sure. And no, they're going to inbound it back behind the net, and it'll be Terrell Fitzgerald back to do that. Fitzgerald getting some big minutes down the stretch here. And he's played well on both ends of the ball. Bracy layup, no good, but a foul. So Bracy heading to the line to shoot 2 and try to cut the lead now down to 2. Tobias Bracy, 80% so far this season. This is the first one. Jackson Sellers comes in. His brother Jason Sellers will take, or had that backwards there. Jason comes in. Jackson takes a seat. So Bracy splits the free throws. 3-point game here, under 12 minutes to go in Danville. And Cole Perry bringing it up against Lewis. Good defense there from Lewis. Right in his hip pocket. Yeah, attaboy Josh. Good defense there. Back up to the top. Phillips McLeod moves inside and gets the layup. So McLeod gets to his spot, gets the layup to go. 51-46. Bracy to Fitzgerald. Jamison Graves quiet here in the second half. Let's see if he can get going. That's going to help. Layup. Yep. Graves gets going. Evans rumbling, bumbling, stumbling down there. Picks it up. Passes to Wagner. Perry, way too deep for him there. Into the corner. Diop. Averett's defense swarming right now. Lewis again in the hip pocket of Evans. Contested shot, not going to go. And a rebound by Fitzgerald. Back to Graves. Gets a nice high ball screen there from Sellers. Floater. So Graves right on cue as I call on him there. 4 straight points, 1-point game. Diop. Whoa now. And that's going to be a blocking foul called against Averett, and Coach Duino is not happy. And I think he's got a case. Looked like Graves got nailed in the face there. Coach Duino, Coach Woods, not happy. Josh Lewis comes and takes a seat, and I think he's got a case. It seemed like the elbow was extended into the face of Graves. It's hard to tell from up here, but either way, 20 seconds on the shot clock. 3-point shot by Wagner. Misses. Ball doesn't lie into the hands of Graves. To the top of the key to Ramazani. He had a good stretch there in that first half. Nice move by Fitzgerald. Oh, my goodness. Terrell Fitzgerald with a turnaround J. And Averett takes their first lead of the second half, marching all the way back from being down by 8. Nice screen there by Wagner to set up Phillips McLeod inside layup. And a timeout on the floor. What a dandy here in Danville. 53-52, 9:51 to go. If I were you, I would not touch that remote. Stay right here. I'll be right back with you on the Averett Sports Network. Last home game of the season for Averett as they're facing off against Randolph, and they're down by 1, 9:51 to go. In a season that has been up and down for Averett, looking to end their home season on a high note. This young team has battled through adversity this season, and they've been growing as the year has went on. And right now, they're looking to grow out of an 8-point deficit at halftime. And Jamison Graves heating up. Pass over to Sellers. Sellers working against Wagner. Baby food down there for Sellers. And he puts it in. 1-point lead for Averett. Graham still scoreless. It's been mostly Phillips McLeod, the point guard, getting it in. That is not the pass. Goes out of play. Averett ball. Nice help there from the little fella getting the ball in. Fitzgerald has been on the floor for the whole second half, it seems. He's been great, giving Averett good minutes. Same with Bracey. Looks like he's going to roll with this small ball lineup here. You got 3 guards out there, Bracey, Graves, and Ramazani. 11 to work with. Jamison's been in the microwave, heating up, trying to move it. He slips and falls on a wet spot on the floor, and that's going to be a turnover. A tough break there for Averett. McLeod trying to get a back shot there. 13 to work with. Swarming defense. Everyone's everywhere. Graves against McLeod. And a foul called against Averett. And Coach Uino's got to be careful. He's borderline on technical right now. I understand his point, though. That's a really tough foul. You got your boys playing some good defense down the stretch here. And Coach Uino's got to be careful. The referee's warning him now. And Coach Uino does get hit with a technical foul, so that's going to be Phillips McLeod at the line now shooting. 87% free throw shooter. Yeah, Coach Duino getting his money's worth now. To use a baseball reference when a manager gets ejected. Lloyd hits both. So, foul on Ramazani. Technical shots. Oh my goodness. Phillips McLeod misses after a really nice crossover. And so Averett gets the ball back. Technical foul free throws against Coach Duino. And in comes Graves to the corner. Ramazani for three. Misses. Tap rebound. Can they keep it in? Bracey hugs Ramazani towards midcourt. They keep it in. 13 seconds to work with. Bracey trying to find Sellers, and he can't. And a turnover. Clay Hodges set to check back in. Pass inside. That's too easy for Gorham. Lead back up to 3. And it's times like this, late in the year, your team needs you the most. You look to your number one scoring option. Could be Jamison Graves here down the stretch. Let's see if he gets the shots up. Instead, it's Bracey. Bracey says, I got it. I'll take the shot, and I'll bang it. Bracey puts it in. Tie game here, 57-57. And a timeout on the floor by Randolph. So emotions running high down there by both squads. The Cougs tie it back all. Be right back with you in just a moment. Man, what a great game we have on hand for you right here. 57 all between Averett and Randolph. And two teams looking to finish the season out strong. And right now, it's about as even as you can get from the field. Both teams have 21 field goals made. Randolph on 50 shots, Averett on 45. But it's not even worth going over the stats for you right now because the biggest stat rather, is the score. And right now, it's all tied up. Fitzgerald's working tightly, trying to work against Phillips McLeod. Oh, we got a mismatch here. Phillips McLeod passes it inside. Back, Wagner, 3. Way off. And Cox stepped out of bounds. The intensity rising. I hope everyone at home can hear it through my mic. I mean, the crowd is getting into it. It's been a great crowd all day. If you watch the women's game, their win over Virginia Wesleyan at 2 o'clock, crowd's been great, and the energy has been exceptional. Getting it over to Graves. Over to Sellers now. Nice pass inside. Fitzgerald! High rising flyer. Get up, young fella. Averett takes the lead. And an offensive foul called against Randolph. Fitzgerald is fired up. Turn me up, 3-4. Come on now. 6 minutes and 27 seconds left. Gets it in here. Graves. Hodges into the corner here. Leaning on their big man. Jason Sellers to the top of the key. Almost picked off It deflects out of bounds. Won't be a backcourt violation. It'll be 8 seconds left on the shot clock. So got to work fast here. 8 seconds to go. Graves gets the ball. 5. Graves hoists a 3. He's fouled. And it'll be 3 free throws coming up for Jamison Graves. Not a smart foul there by Randolph. I mean, Averett had to hoist one, and that is just too much of a contest in that situation. You have to just put your hands up and hope Graves misses a contested shot. Instead, had his hand in the cookie jar. And Graves will go to the line for 3. Graves 4 for 5 at the line so far today. 16 points on 6 of 11 shooting. Mustafa Diop getting set to check back in at the scorer's table. Graves' 3rd free throw is good. So good job there by Jamison Graves to clock in on the foul. He goes 3 for 3. Averett has their largest lead of the second half. It's 5. Cox gets it into Graham. Clay Hodges, a pesky defender, working against Graham. Nice crossover, mid-range shot, got it. Graham's first bucket of the game. So Graham gets the mid-range shot to go. 3-point lead for Averett. High ball screen set by Sellers, moving inside his Graves, trying to find his big man, and he can't. It's turned over. Bryce Watlington. Phillips McLeod. McLeod trying to put the skates on Graves. Graves trying to hold his own. Puts up a tough layup. That's not going. Good box by Terrell Fitzgerald. And zips it over to Hodges. Hodges to Graves. And Graves is fouled on the perimeter. It's going to be against Phillips McLeod. And Averett in the bonus. 9 fouls by Randolph. So Averett will be going to the line for a 1-and-1 with 5:05 left. Graves gets the first one. Clutch free throw shooting here by Jamison Graves. And what else would you expect from Graves at the line? He goes 2 for 2. Timeout on the floor. Averett leads by 5 with 5:05 left to go in this one. Don't go anywhere. Some Van Halen here in the Grant Center as Averett has flipped the script against Randolph here in the second half. They were outscored in the first half 36-28, and the score in the second half is 36-23 Averett. So they take a 5-point lead here at the 5-minute mark. Graham dribbles the ball up, working against Clay Hodges, the senior, on senior night. Pass to Cox. Cox has been shooting all night, and he misses it there. And it goes out of bounds off of Randolph. Cox now 3 for 10 from 3. He's taken more threes than Randolph's made. Graves moves inside, makes it in towards the corner. Over to Jackson Sellers, and he's hit and fouled, and Averett in the bonus. Averett has been terrific at the line so far in this game. 21 attempts, 17 makes. Taking advantage of the opportunities that they're getting. And Jackson Sellers, 74% free throw shooter. Two for 3 so far on the day, and make that 3 for 4. Averett up by 7 now. Can they close the deal here down the stretch? I always say in the beginning of the games, it's about offense. At the end of the games, it's about defense. And right there, Averett fouls. Looks like it's going to go against number 2, Jamison Graves. So Averett's 7th foul. Randolph will go into the 1-and-1. Two shots, they're saying. No, one shot, yeah. So 1-and-1 free throw here. And he gets it. McLeod short. Averett up by 6. Jordan Phillips McLeod now up to 20 points on the day. Graves gets an open look, doesn't take the 3. Instead, he'll move in for the shot, and he's blocked by Cox. But he will pick up the foul, and he'll head to the line. So Graves has been a steady hand all night at the line. He's 8 for 10. And Averett's best free throw shooter. Phillips McLeod looks to have some blood maybe on his knee, so get that sorted out. The training staff here will try to get that blood to stop. So as Graves gets ready here, and McLeod seems to be all right. He's all taped up now. And I said it during the halftime report. Averett was going to have to score if they were going to win this game against Randolph. They scored 89 points in an 89-82 victory on January 10th against Randolph. And, you know, they only scored 28 in that first half, but right now, if Graves is able to convert on this second free throw, they will have scored now 40 points in the second half. Graves now 9 for 10 from the line. Averett up by 8, largest lead of the night. Graham moves inside. He's blocked by Sellers, but a whistle and a foul. They're going to pick up Hodges on that foul. So before Sellers blocked the ball, Hodges picked up the foul. Send Graham to the line. Some excellent free throw shooting here by both teams, as Randolph hasn't had a lot of looks, but they're 9 of 11 from the line. And now 10 of 12. Wagner sets to check back in. Cox takes a seat. And a big possession coming up here for the Cougs. Jackson Sellers, Terrell Fitzgerald, Graves, Hodges, and Jason Sellers, the second, all out there. And some heavy press here by Randolph trying to find someone, and Sellers is just going to call a timeout. So wise play there to avoid disaster. We will stay with you here. It should be a 30-second timeout. So Averett looking to close the deal out here against Randolph. These are two teams that are very evenly matched, obviously, as you can tell from just watching this game. But even record-wise, I mean, Averett 8-14 this season, and Randolph 7-14. And, you know, they played a banger in Randolph, like I said, in January, a high-scoring affair. And this one, not as high-scoring, but still a banger nonetheless. As Averett looking to get their 4th ODAC victory. And how about Terrell Fitzgerald? I mean, I've been talking about him throughout the broadcast here, but 24 minutes of work, and he's 4 for 6 from the field. He's got 7 rebounds and 9 points. He's flirting with a double-double. And so, best game of the season for him. As the timeout concludes, and we are ready here to get going. Doesn't seem like Fitzgerald's going to be coming out of this game anytime soon. And, you know, you love that with Coach Duino. He just rides the hot hand. And right now, that's what he's doing with this lineup. Graves, burst of speed. Hop step, moves inside. Pretty move by Jamison Graves. Hop step layup is good. And the lead back up to 8. Graham, top of the key, working against Hodges. That one no good. A brotherly fight for the rebound, and it's going to be a foul called against Randolph. And Coach Evan Key is not a fan of that call. Nor are his assistants, as they look for an explanation from the referee. Averett has been in the bonus for a long time now, so just going to continue to shoot free throws here. Substitution coming on here for Randolph. It'll be number 0, Amari Gorham. Diop will take a seat. That was Diop's 5. Diop's 5th foul of the night, so he's done. First free throw by Sellers is good. And this is winning basketball right here, when you can hit your free throws at a high clip. Averett now 22 of 26 from the line. And not missing anytime soon. 10-point lead, 3 minutes to go. Does Randolph have a push? Or will Averett hang on for a senior day win? Good ball denial by Hodges. A switch here. Phillips McLeod puts it up to the top of the key. Phillips McLeod gets it back, and it's going to be a foul called against Hodges or Graves, or excuse me. Yeah, it's going to be Hodges. So Hodges picks up the foul. It's his second. And both teams obviously in the bonus here. It'll send number 11, Cole Perry, at the line for a 1-and-1. Perry, friendly bounce. Cole Perry has only shot 7 free throws this season. He's 5 for 7. But some clutch makes there. Bryce Watlington into the game for Randolph. And it is officially crunch time here, folks, as Hodges gets it, pushes it up to Sellers, over to Graves. Graves pump fakes, puts it in. Wonderful display of passing there. As the great Clyde Frazier would say, swishin' and dishin' in transition. Averett up by 10. Phillips McLeod looking to pull something out here, puts up the shot, and he's fouled. And once again, Coach Suino wisely will walk away and not talk to the refs. Deep breaths, Coach, I feel you. Not going to pick up a technical there. Instead, he'll go back and dap up Isaiah Ramazani. Wise move there by the veteran Coach Suino. Phillips McLeod, free throw is good, and just excellent free throw shooting by both squads. I mean, Randolph's 13 of 15, and Averett's 23 of 27. Both teams shooting over 85% today as Phillips McLeod bangs that one home. 74-66, and this is why Randolph lost their last game against Averett. They couldn't get a stop. Can they do it here? Averett's offense has been sizzling. A trap, close, picked off, behind the back pass, over inside, and good. A highlight reel play there for Randolph. A steal into a backwards pass. Graves gets it, pushing the issue. Got to be careful. And he loses the ball. Back-to-back turnovers by Averett. Under 2 minutes to go here. McLeod puts it in, switches hands, and one! Phillips McLeod. What is happening here down the stretch? Randolph with 2 turnovers forced. And in a blink of an eye, we are 1 free throw away from it being a 1-score game. And so for McLeod, who has been consistent at the line all night, 6 of 8, none of his other free throws matter except for this one right here. 1:54 to go, and this one to make it a 3-score game. 3-point game, rather. He gets it. And so Averett now has got to regroup. They're up by 3. Got to take care of the ball here. Trying to find someone. He can't find anyone. He's got to call timeout. Did he get it? They did. Timeout called on the floor, and Averett needs it. Got to regroup here as Randolph is pushing the issue here down the stretch. We'll stay here as I don't think anybody wants to go anywhere with the way this one's going. As 1:54 left, Averett up by 3. The turnovers down the stretch have plagued Averett. Got to give credit to Randolph as well, as they've made some terrific plays. Jordan Phillips McLeod up to 25 points now. Graves up to 27. It's been a star-studded showdown between those 2 point guards. Who's going to get the better of who? Trying to get it in. Had Hodges. Tries to get it to Sellers. Sellers gets it. When in doubt, go to your big bro. He's got to get the ball up, though. He does. Randolph, look at the defense swarming. Gets it over to Jason Sellers, and he's fouled. And you can just feel how tense it is down there. As Wildcats are doing a great job at forcing the ball out of Averett's hands without fouling. They foul Jason Sellers the second, 62% free throw shooter. The center heads to the line with a $1:38 left. Sellers is 2 for 2 at the line so far in this one. And the first one is good. That's clutch. Averett's done a phenomenal job at shooting free throws in this one. 24-28 so far. Second free throw, rims in and out. 4-point lead for Averett. Phillips McLeod behind the back. He has been red hot. Who's going to stop him? Bracey working against him right now. Good defense by Bracey, but he fouls. Hand in the cookie jar there. Bracey gets hit with the reach-in foul. And as you might be able to hear over your TV, nobody in the crowd agrees with that one. It'll send Phillips McLeod to the line to shoot 2, where he's 7 of 9 so far tonight. And McLeod hits the first one. He's up to 26. McLeod hits 2. 2-point game. This has been a trouble spot for Averett, getting the ball in. Finds Hodges, back over to Jackson Sellers. To Hodges, got to get it up. Hodges working against Graham. Who's going to provide the big shot here on senior night? Jackson Sellers, nice stutter step, moves inside, puts up a layup. He got it! Big body Jackson Sellers puts it in. 1 minute remaining. 4-point lead by Averett. Phillips McLeod working against Bracey. Mid-range shot. In and out. Offensive rebound, though. Puts it in. Bryce Watlington rises up and gets the O board for Randolph. And it's a 2-point game here with 52 seconds exactly remaining. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break and join you in just a moment. And right back into action here. Averett and Randolph, 77-75. Following that timeout, 27 points for Jordan Phillips McLeod, and 27 points for Jamison Graves, the two superstar point guards here in the ODAC going pound for pound. And right now it's Graves' guys who are up and with the ball. Putting a capper on this season. The last home game of the year for Averett until the fall. And the intensity could not be higher. Averett had an 8-point lead with under 2 minutes to go. But Randolph forcing a couple turnovers, getting right back into the game. They've got Bracey out there to try to stop Phillips McLeod. But right now, it's all the focus on the offense. Averett needs a bucket. Jackson Sellers gets a screen from his brother. And it's picked off! The ball is loose! Watlington to the lane! And he's got it! Less than a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jamison Graves, tie game. Hodges swings it over to the corner. Jackson Sellers eases it up. Averett can hold here. Sellers back. Graves with the ball. Working. Shot clock down to 5. Jamison Graves moves inside. And the ball is picked off. It's picked back up by Hodges. He shoots. And it's no good. We are heading to overtime here. No foul on the floor as the clock hits 0. And hold on a minute here, because there was a small difference between the shot and the game clock. If this is a shot clock violation, there should be less than a second left for Randolph. So hold everything here. It was a shot clock violation, so I would imagine Randolph's probably going to have anywhere from 0.4 to 0.8 left on the clock, and it might be enough for a catch and shoot. Averett's going to set up their defense. And Coach Evan Key, in his first season, is going to try to draw up a potential game-winning shot here. He's not going to have more than a second. But if he's able to call a timeout and advance the ball, it should make it easier. So they put 0.5 on the clock, so just as I expected there. And now, if Randolph's able to move the ball up, let's see, it seems like they're going to have to inbound it from full court. So you get your choice here. Do you want to take a full court shot, or do you want to try a little Kristen Leitner and see if you can find somebody deep? The inbounder is number 11, Cole Perry. And Averett calls a timeout to align their defense. So I would imagine if they've got to inbound it from the baseline, the other baseline at that, Averett's going to put in a tall lineup here to try to defend against any deep passes. But we'll see. Right now it's 77 all, and looking like it's probably going to go into overtime here. And you know, you got to give Randolph a lot of credit. They have played exceptional defense down the stretch in this game, forcing turnovers and getting the ball out of Averett's hands. This is an improbable comeback. I mean, with 2 minutes to go in this game, it seemed like Averett just had to run the ball out and get out with a win, but a couple of turnovers, ill-advised passes, and it leads us to where we are right now, which is 0.5 seconds on the clock after the shot clock violation. Would this be a good time to tell you guys to hit the like button and subscribe to Averett Athletics for more content just like this? I think it would be. So Cole Perry is going to inbound. He's going to have Terrell Fitzgerald right in front of him, and it's going to have to be a full court pass. He finds this guy. That's not going to count. It's a great effort. Whoa! Oh, my goodness. That almost went. I don't think it would have counted. But, wow. Phillips McLeod, that's how hot he is right now. That shot almost went. It rimmed in and out. I don't think it would have counted, but to overtime we go here in Danville. And so we will take a quick break and join you for 5 minutes of overtime action on this Saturday Night Hoops now. In just a moment. Overtime action here in Danville, Virginia between Averett and Randolph. This game has been everything that we have asked for and more as we get set to start it up. Phillips McLeod with 27. Jamison Graves with 27. And it'll be Sellers back to tip it up. And here we go. Phillips McLeod, hey now, three-point shot is good. Welcome to overtime, Phillips McLeod. 30 points for him. And Randolph leads by 3. Averett's offense has been struggling in the last 2 minutes. Jamison Graves gets it, moves inside, trying to hang and bang, passes it back out. Jason Sellers the second, working a one-on-one matchup. Can't get it, gets his own miss. Fresh shot clock, moves inside, tries it again, can't get it. Gets another offensive rebound, but now it's picked off. Phillips McLeod moves inside, pass. Working against Sellers. That shot is no good. Who's going to get the rebound? Sellers. Jackson, that is. Jackson gives way to Graves. Got a feeling Graves is going to make some magic happen soon. That one misses. Offensive rebound, Sellers, and he's fouled. And so Phillips McLeod picks up his 4th foul of the evening. And back for some more clutch free throws is Jason Sellers the second. 62% on the year. First one is short. Sellers 3 for 5 from the line so far this evening. And Sellers goes 0 for 2, so some brutal misses down the stretch there. Phillips McLeod is going to stay in the game, and we have a whistle. And we're going to add some more time here. It'll be 3:44 on the clock. Oh, no, yeah, 3:47. I thought I heard that right. It'll be Maurice Davis into inbound, getting it over to Graham. Graham working against Graves. High ball screen here by Davis. Graham, nice crossover. Contested fadeaway shot is no good, but he does pick up the foul, and he'll be heading to the line for 2. And so it'll be Graham going to the line to shoot 2, where he is 2 for 2 so far. He shoots at a 77% clip, and wow, short. And makes the second. So 1 of 2 for Graham. And a 4-point lead for Randolph. Jackson Sellers trying to find Fitzgerald. And we'll get another whistle here. We'll try to sort this out. I believe it'll be the shot clock. And Terrell Fitzgerald will be inbounded here. 26 seconds on the shot clock. Averett needs a bucket. And their star point guard, Jamison Graves, with the ball, getting a screen from Hodges. Graves trying to find someone. He gets Jackson Sellers. Jackson Sellers gets it. Gets a nice screen from Fitzgerald. 3-point shot is up, and it's good! 4-point play! Jackson Sellers. Jackson Sellers with a chance to tie the game on a 4-point play opportunity. Oh my goodness. And that'll put an end to the day for Jordan Phillips McLeod. So what a huge foul there. Jordan Phillips McLeod has fouled out. And Sellers misses the 4-point play opportunity. Tipped back out by his brother. So a little help from Big Bro there, keeping the play alive after the miss. Now it's Graves. Phillips McLeod is out for the rest of the game. Graves loses it and almost football hikes it there to Randolph. Averett still down by 1, 2:45 left. And now the question is, who will the Wildcats turn to now that their 30-point scorer is out of the game? Who's going to step up? Weehee picks it. Oh, little Michael Jackson towards the line, and he steps out. Or excuse me, that's a timeout. Timeout by the Wildcats. Seemed like the referee pointed towards Averett's side. So a smart timeout there. 2:30 remaining, 81-80. And we will take a quick break here and join you in just a moment. And a welcome back, everybody. Danville, Virginia, the place to be right now for college hoops in Division III. Right now, we got a 1-point game in overtime with 2:30 to go. Randolph Macon with the ball. Weehee set to inbound. Evan Weehee and Jamison Graves face off here on the sideline. Jordan Phillips McLeod, the 30-point scorer for Randolph, is fouled out. Who's going to step up? Here comes Graham. Kobe fadeaway is way off, but an offensive rebound by Bryce Watlington. And Bryce Watlington hit the game-tying shot to send it into overtime, and he has just been big time here down the stretch. 3-point game. Jamison Graves looking to get on the board here. Jackson Sellers had that huge 3-point shot. Kicks it to Hodges. Fitzgerald into Sellers, and the ball is tipped. And so with just 6 seconds to work with here, Averett's got to get a shot up. And if I'm Coach Duino, I'm setting this up where somebody takes an outside shot and give Sellers a chance for the offensive rebound where he has been deadly so far in this one. Sellers in this game has 12 rebounds, 5 of them off of the O glass. Will he get another shot here? Jamison Graves gets it. Takes a heavily contested 3, no good, and it's picked up there by Graham. 1:40 to go now. Averett down by 3. Bracey set to check back in for Averett. Mismatch here. Gets it over to Evan Weehee. Graham working with the center. That's Jason Sellers the second, trying to hang with him. Good defense there by Sellers, but Graham puts it in. A heavily contested shot there over a taller defender. 5-point lead. Averett needs a basket. Sellers gets a screen from Sellers. Who's going to get a bucket? Graves moves inside. He's blocked, but a foul. Randolph can't believe it. Averett will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be on Watlington. That's his 3rd. Oh, man. If you don't love this, you don't love college basketball. Graves heads to the line for 2, and if he's able to convert 2, it'll make it a 1-score game. Money. (11 of 12 from the line by Jamison Graves today. He's been excellent. And you wouldn't expect anything else. Graves, clutch free throw shooting down the stretch. We got a 3-point game with just over a minute to go. Graham has been asked to carry the workload here after the superstar Phillips McLeod has fouled out. Working against Fitzgerald. Here comes Graham, another shot. This one misses. Rebounded by Fitzgerald. 50 seconds to work with here. Bracey with the ball. He passes it over to Graves. Graves working against Weehee. Moves inside, gets to the lane. Pump fake shot. He's got the layup. Big time bucket. Jamison Graves. And it's a 1-point game here with 39.1 left. A 9-second difference between the shot and the game clock. And a timeout on the floor. So we will stay here with you. Averett down by 1. And right now, Randolph, let's get into an analysis mode here. Randolph's got to be looking to get the best shot that they possibly can. This is not a time issue for them. It doesn't really matter if they bring it down to, 9 seconds or 10 seconds. They have to score. Time is not really a factor for them. They've got to get a good look. And for Averett, don't foul and try to get a stop and run the break in transition. But right now, you can't get caught up in the fact that there's only a 9-second difference. You've got to just get the best shot that you can get, whether that's in the first 5 seconds of the shot clock or the last 5. And right back into the flow of it we go. Baseline inbound from the other end of the court, 94 feet. In the way for Randolph, it'll be Weehee and Graham back there, and the inbounder will be Watlington. Tries to get it in. He does to Weehee, pass to Graham. Here we go. 35 seconds left in overtime. Randolph up by 1. Bracey, the defensive stopper, coming in. It's a switch. Fitzgerald now working against Graham. Pass to the corner, onto the wing. Watlington up top to Graham. 20 seconds left. 10 on the shot clock. Fitzgerald working tight on defense. Graham moves inside, switches the layup, misses. Offensive rebound, misses. Ball still loose. Who's going to get it? And it's out of bounds, and it's going to be Randolph ball, and now that changes everything. Shot clock's turned off. Coach Duino wants a reset on the shot clock. And this is going to be interesting. Did the ball hit the rim? They're going to take a look at it. They'll head to the monitor. That's a shame. Averett played some great defense there. Fitzgerald's working against a tough point guard in Graham and just couldn't get the bounce on the offensive rebound. The ball's out of play. Averett being down 1 changes everything, because even if the shot clock's turned off and they foul and Randolph makes both free throws, they're still only down by 3. So they can still get a shot to tie the game. But right now, all the focus on the scores table, and what the referees are seeing here is try to see if the shot clock is going to reset or not. So we will see what the call is right now. If you're Randolph and you're thinking about free throws, obviously your main guy, Phillips McLeod, is out. He's 9 of 11 from the line, but Cox is 2 for 2. Diop is 2 for 2. Graham is 3 for 4. I would imagine they'll probably try to get it into him, as Graham this season has been one of their better free throw shooters. He's at 80%. But obviously for Randolph here, you get your best free throw shooters in the game. And let's see, are they going to switch up the shot clock? Okay, so it's going to be, oh wow, this changes a lot. All right, so 10 seconds left, 10.1, but only 1 second to work with on the shot clock. So Randolph has to get a shot up, and for their sake, more importantly, they got to try to get this offensive rebound. 1 second on the shot clock. Weehee will inbound. If you're Averett, you got to box out. A three-point shot here would almost ice the game. Do you go for that if you're the Wildcats? They've got Gorham, the 6'6" guard, down low. Weehee to inbound, and here we go. 1 second left on the shot clock. The lob attempt goes up, and it is good! It's good. Number 14, Maurice Davis, puts it in. 6 seconds to work with. Averett needs a three. Jamison Graves is fouled! He's fouled, and it's 3 free throws. Graves is down. They pick him back up there as he is a little bit weak to get up. Now he's up and walking it off. Absolute cinema down the stretch here. We got 3 shots for Averett's best free throw shooter with 2.1 left. He's 12 of 13 on the night. Got the first one. Jamison Graves, who has been so clutch for this team down the stretch, with the game on his shoulders at the free throw line. Second shot is good. And a timeout by Coach Key. To use a football analogy, he's icing the kicker, as he's going to let Graves sit and think about this last free throw, which would essentially almost put the game into overtime. I don't want to say put the game into double overtime, because we've seen too much in this game. 2.1 left. Graves going to the line for 1 free throw that will tie it up. He's taken 15 free throws in this game, and he has made 14 of them. Randolph, if Graves is able to make this last free throw, will have 2 seconds to work with, and you'd imagine they'd probably call a timeout and try to advance the ball for a last-second shot. And another small part of this, too, is you got to box out. We've seen it plenty of times where the free throw shooter misses the shot, but, for example, Sellers could, or Fitzgerald could find themselves in towards the net for an offensive rebound. But right now, following the icing timeout to try to ice Graves, he's got a 1 free throw to tie the game up with 2.1 left. Ice in his veins. Jamison Graves goes 3 for 3 at the line to tie the game up. 87. 2.1 seconds left, and Randolph has one last shot here to win the game if they're able to get a shot up. They're going to give it to Graham. Graham is going to heave, and it's not going to go. Double overtime. 87-87. Jamison Graves saves the day for Averett and keeps them alive. Exhale. Whew. We will take a break and join you for double overtime action here on the Averett Sports Network. Double overtime action here in Danville, Virginia, between the Wildcats and Averett. And I've mentioned it a few times, but I'm just going to mention it again. If you're just joining us, Jordan Phillips McLeod has fouled out, so they're going to have to go this entire second OT without him. They win the tip, and a careless pass there by Maurice Davis. Turnover. Averett gets it back. But to summarize that last possession, I mean, Randolph gets a lob with 1 second on the shot clock to go to push the lead to 3. Graves is then fouled on a three-point shot with 2 seconds, and he makes all 3 of them to send the game into a double OT. So fresh 5 here. Back up top to Graves. Graves, spin move, and too much of a spin. That's going to be a travel. Graves has played 40 minutes in this game. He's got 34, but he turns it over there. Sellers has played 36 minutes. For my NBA fans, this is like a Tom Thibodeau lineup. A lot of minutes being played, but we're at the end of the season right now, so as one of my former coaches would say, we can rest in the offseason. Graves working against Weehee. Weehee into the corner. Here's a three-point shot. Buckets. Amari Gorham. Amari Gorham, the sophomore out of Yorktown, Virginia, puts in a 3 and gives the Wildcats a 3-point lead. High ball screen here by Jackson Sellers. Pick and pop. Sellers moves inside. Layup is good. So Jackson Sellers gets that one to go off the pick and pop action. And back to 1. Graham. Screen from Gorham. Back to Weehee. 10 on the clock. Graham puts up a shot. That's going to go. And it's a long 2 for Graham. Still a three-point game here. Bracey, screen from Jackson Sellers. Gets it into Jason Sellers, the second. Moves inside, working inside. Gets his own miss and puts it in. So Sellers misses, but 2 for $1. Gets that one to go. Under 3 minutes to go here, 92-91. Roller, Davis, misses. Defensive rebound, Sellers. Jackson now bringing the ball up. Weehee not leaving Graves aside. Good ball denial there. Jackson Sellers moves inside, pump fake, layup off the front rim and no good, but a foul, and he'll be heading to the line for 2.
Randolph on charge number 20, Bryce Wallington, his third person.
And so the 4th foul for Bryce Watlington, so 1 more and he's done. And 2 free throws coming up here for Sellers. He's 5 for 7 from the line tonight. Averett now 30 of 38 from the free throw line. And that's really the reason they're still here, is their free throw shooting has been phenomenal. 2 for 2 there, and whoa, what do we got here? Terrell Fitzgerald getting into a little bit of a scuffle there with Maurice Davis. This is a little interesting crossover here. The Averett men's lacrosse team plays at 7. So I don't know if this game keeps going on any longer. I don't know how we're going to get that broadcast up. But right now, I hope you join us for that one as well. Right now, Graham's got the ball in his hand. Averett's up by 1. 2:15 left. Working against Bracey. Graham loses it, picks it back up, finds Weehee. 10 to work with. Graves defending tightly on Evan Weehee. Moves inside. Mid-range shot. Misses. Offensive rebound, Davis. And he's fouled before the shot. Sellers picks up the foul. That's Jason. And it'll send Maurice Davis to the line to shoot 2. Davis, a 71% free throw shooter on the year. Makes the first one. Off of the back iron, but got the friendly bounce. 93. And Davis, second shot. Off of the back iron and no good. Averett gets the ball back, all tied up. Jackson Sellers, full head of steam. Passes it back out. Bracey. Off-ball screen to Graves. Back to Bracey. To Graves. Graves looked like he had a look there. Instead, he'll opt to move it inside. Kicks it to the corner. Bracey for 3. Misses. Offensive rebound, Jamison Graves. Layup is good! Jamison Graves puts in the layup, and Averett leads by 2. Do the Wildcats have another answer in them? They're down by 2 without their star point guard. Asking Graham to lead the way. He's working against Jackson Sellers. Graham, stutter step, crossover. Mid-range is good! Like a heavyweight match right here, just going pound for pound, punch for punch. 1 minute to go in double OT. Pass over towards the middle here. It's Bracey with 15 to work with and 45 seconds left on the clock. He gets a high ball screen here from Sellers. Passes it over to Graves. Graves for a three-point shot. Misses. Rebound by Jackson Sellers. Shot clock resets, 33 seconds left. Back up to Jamison Graves. Working against Weehee. It's been all night for Jamison Graves. Does he have another one in him? Spin move, layup, misses. Who's it off of? And it's off of Averett. And so now the shot clock turns off. And there's 20.9 left in double overtime. And we will take a quick break. Wow. Clay Hodges limps over towards the scorer's table. Actually, we're going to stay here with you. We'll stay here. 95-95, 20.9 left. And this intense ODAC Hoops matchup here on the Saturday, which was a Saturday afternoon, which is turning into a Saturday night now, in double overtime. And if you're Randolph, you're probably looking for Graham to take this shot. He's been hot. He's played 43 minutes in this game. He's 7 of 14 from the field. 0 for 1 from 3. He's made his money in the mid-range game. But if I'm Coach Key, in my first season of work, I'm taking the last shot here. I'm saying, all right, this game is either going to go to 3 overtimes or we're going to win it here. And if you're Averett, you got to be careful with your fouls also. You can't send them to the line. And last but not least is securing that rebound if Randolph were to miss. Cox back into the game. He'll inbound it from the baseline. And Weehee comes up to get it. Here we go. Graham gets it, working against Bracey. Shot clock turned off. This can be the last possession of the game if Randolph makes a shot at the buzzer. 8 seconds to work with. Gets a high ball screen from Cox. Graham working against Sellers. There's 3 seconds. Graham for the win! He puts it in. Averett has no timeouts. They've got to do something. Graves hoists a shot. That's not going to go. And a game-winning shot by Graham. And what a terrific game of basketball we just witnessed here in the Grant Center. Rayvon Graham, the senior out of Lynchburg, Virginia, the hero, picking up his partner, Jordan Phillips McLeod, after fouling out. He comes into the game and hits a game-winning mid-range shot and spoils Averett's senior day. What a game. Wow. Averett clawed, fought, and did everything that they could here in their last home game. And, you know, there's no moral victories, but you got to give credit to both squads here. And Averett has nothing to hang their head on. They played a great game. Graves gave it his all as well. He had 36 points, tying a career high in that game that he had against Christopher Newport earlier in the year. Graves played 45 minutes. Sellers played 41. But in the end, it's Randolph with the game-winning shot. Rayvon Graham ends the game. So that'll do it here for this doubleheader action on the Averett Sports Network. Cougs fall in this one to Randolph in double overtime. They'll move to 8-15. Randolph improves to 8-14. So that's going to do it for everyone here on the Averett Sports Network. My name is Thomas Heaney III, saying so long, friends, and hope to join you for that lacrosse game coming up over at Daly Field. So long.